Cheer level up crew. So this is where I spent most of my time in Longreach, Queensland. It's a nice little place, always sunny, everyone's friendly. It's like going back to the 90s. There's no real fast food around, it's nice and slow paced, and yeah, it's just really chilled environment. They have a lot of this olden days, old settler stuff. Yeah, they're quite proud of all the hard work that they put in to make the town what it is, so yeah, good on them. Some cowboy hats and that. And this is when I was coming into Longreach. So yeah, she's 2000k drive from where I was. So it was good to finally see it. But yeah, so interesting fact, Qantas was made up around this area. There's an old local saying, it was conceived in Cloncurry, born in Winton, and grew up in Longreach. And that's it there, just coming into view now. It's the Founders Museum for Qantas. And yeah, I thought it was quite interesting, something that started in a small outback town's got so large now, it's worldwide. So there's a little interesting fact for you there. This is Winton. It's a nice little town as well. I only jotted through it, so I didn't get many photos of it, but it's got opal, dinosaur attractions, things like that. Everyone's friendly here again. And yeah, everything's a little bit cheaper here than it is in Longreach, but most things out in the outback are expensive just because of the time it takes for delivery. So this little attraction's in the middle of a little town called Hughenden, and yeah, it turns out windmills were very vital in making the outback what it is today. They couldn't really get any water, so they tapped into the basin that's underneath there, the Big Erie Basin, and yeah, those windmills pretty much pulled up all the water they needed to get started and get going. There's another little town I went through on the way. It's called Blackall. Yeah, it has some pretty cool signs coming into it, and yeah, only stopped there for fuel, so yeah, can't really speak much on that either. But yeah, have a look at that. And this is the bar called in Speed Chair. I see two fellas there smashing it out as usual. Yeah, it's quite good to have a break from work and go there and get on the piss with the boys. Yeah, I got pretty plastered that night. She's a good one. But yeah, no, always good to see a good turnout and see fellow workers and that. And yeah, look at these boys go. Pretty sure this was the final for the $6,000 on the speed chair. So yeah, good on them. Here's a big boy snake. There was a few of these at the shed, but this is the only one I got a photo of. And here's a green frog. They're pretty much in every toilet in the outback on the farms, so you get used to them plopping under the rim and up on the top. And here's a little video of a gecko I found running around one of my hotel rooms on a day off in Longreach. Yeah, geckos are pretty much everywhere, and yeah, you don't chase them out if you see them in your room because they're running around eating all the mosquitoes and bugs and everything else, so yeah, they're keeping all the little pestilence away. But yeah, cute little fellas. You hear them squawking, they sound a bit like birds, but yeah. And then of course you have your normal kangaroos and emus. They're all a bit bigger up here than they are down south, and yeah, this I noticed that Queensland, when you see all the foreigners describing Australia and all the fucked up creatures and shit in it, Queensland's what they're describing really. The outback's pretty much exactly what they're describing. Hot, full of weird creatures, and big spiders and snakes. Here's a big daddy long legs here. Yeah, left him to it because the redbacks. So yep, but yeah, compare him next to my hand there. He's a fair fucking size. This orb weaver, he's actually shaking because I walked into his web with my head, and yeah, it's vibrating. It's pretty much like a cable. Didn't snap it at all, just kind of flexed it. Here's a little centipede as well. I've heard they have some pretty bloody nasty bites, but yeah, this one had already fucking carked it, and the ants were getting into it already. So yeah, but yeah, something else if you see them, you probably just leave them to it. Don't bother bugging around with them because yeah, they bite you. Hurts like fuck apparently. But yeah, there we go. Towns and creatures team.